What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We got some more blasters to open. Winding down with all the stuff that we bought. I think this is like the last of it. I don't think I have any more coming. Pretty much this should be the last of the box that I have. But we do have mail as well, so we're still gonna have a lot of mail coming in. I think I'm down to like 60, even though I'm still buying some stuff. I'm slowing it down. We're almost done with buying all that stuff. But for now, let's see what we got from our eBay stash. We got a couple pairs of shoes in too. Um, Dragon Ball Adidas. Year of the Snake Nike Jordans. Posted up the Adidas shoes. I gotta post up the Jordans tomorrow. So we've got Toru Yano, New Japan. They've had a mass exodus of people leaving New Japan recently. Yano's kind of eternal over there, so I don't think he'd be leaving anytime soon. Trash bag ready to go. I think one of these should be Big Bash that I've been waiting on for a while. There's one, it was a bunch of rookies, Astros rookie cards from like the first championship. So between like 2012 and 2016, it's that group. I bought all from one guy, but for some reason it took forever. So I think it's supposed to have shown up today. Here's one of the newest Astros from Japan. Pretty surprising signing for us. Tatsuya Imai. It's funny, they gave him 45. That was a... Who was the last person that had that? That was Garrett Cole, I think was the last Astro that wore that number. So it's kind of funny that they gave him that number. Still of the belief that if Garrett Cole would have pitched that inning, the 7th inning, he would have won. Was it the 7th inning? It was the inning he was supposed to come in. They didn't want him to pitch in that inning in the middle of it. They were trying to get him, trying to finish that inning and hopefully had him come in with a clean inning, but it didn't work out that way. I still think he should have came in the middle of the inning. I think he would have been able to shut them down because he was actually really effective. He wasn't great his first start. Then his second start he was really good. So then it's woulda, shoulda. Like even still, like our, starting pitching was actually really good that game. That Greinke, he didn't give up any runs. He was actually doing really well. But then they took him out already. It's like, all right, I guess so. Okay, I see what he did. He put multiple cards in each holder, which is kind of crappy. But as long as the cards are okay, it doesn't matter. But it's just annoying. Let's get them out. So this is the one that I was talking about. I was waiting on. It's a bunch of different cards. So we'll start off with Cameron Maven. He was a guy that really didn't play very much for us. He actually went on to have a pretty decent career, just not with us. Brendan Bialik, spot starter for us. So I think he actually was in the bullpen a little bit. Here's a guy that's more known outside of the Astros, Joe Musgrove. He's a pretty big arm for the San Diego Padres. He pitched a no-hitter for them. He's been off and on with injuries. I think he's even from the San Diego area, so it's kind of funny that he is also known for being part of the Astros' first championship. Got a few more. J.D. Davis, Michael Feliz. Last one. It's Tyler White. Art. That's cool. That's cool to get all those finally coming in. They were part of the teams that I was trying to finish up, and I was wondering if it was coming in because it took a while. I think almost a month for that to come in. They're not the oldest ones either. There's still a couple more cards that are older that I'm waiting on. So I'm just gonna hold out hope that they still show up eventually. Like these took forever to come in. It's just if they use that eBay shipping, the economy shipping, you never know because this tracking on it is ass. It just shows that it was shipped, and that's it. That's the last thing you know. You don't know anything else. And it's like, well, you know, you could maybe give me an idea of when it's coming in, like where it is or anything. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't give you any updates at all. It's literally like, oh, well, this shipped like a month ago, so where is it? I don't know. What city is it at? Oh. Where was it last scanned? When it got shipped. Okay, great. Thanks. That's been that way for a bunch of cards. So some of them I got refunded already because nobody knows where the card is. And they're like, well, if it shows up, cool. And granted, it's only for like cheap cards. So it's not like I'm going to lose any sleep if it never comes in. But he gave us some bonus cards here. We got Derrick Henry. We got Demario Douglas. We got Austin Eckler. It's a big boy, too. The card that we got. Quarterback. Of the Rams. Jim Everett. This is another one of that set that we pulled that we got earlier for Barry Sanders and John Elway. So it's hard to see the signature because it's a clear card. But there it is right there. Their autograph set. This one was a very cheap card. Jim Everett he was a good quarterback, but he's not a great quarterback. He's more famously known for attacking a reporter because the reporter kept calling him Chris Everett, the tennis player, the female tennis player. Actually, a lot of people did because they would make fun of him for not being quote unquote tough. I don't think that would fly now, but like back then, that's what they were doing. And so he would get pissed off at people. So sadly, that's kind of what he's more known for. I think either today or tomorrow, we're supposed to be getting the news of the next part for Earth-Rate, next units. They've announced it yet. We got a Leaf autograph. Shaquille O'Neal. Oh, it's Leaf, so it's not licensed, so that's why there's no Lakers or any mention on their report. But that is fine. I'm okay with it because it's still Shaq. We have a Magic Johnson that's pretty similar. Where you can tell it's supposed to be Lakers, but they just scrubbed it. but it's still Magic, so who cares? Sleep also? No, this is Tops. Here we got a CJ Stroud autograph. We had to at least get one of CJ. He cut his hair, so I think he's all in on trying to hopefully improve. We'll see. We'll see how it goes next year. Hopefully he can start piecing some things together. Hopefully we get a good offensive line for him. I think that's part of the problem that we've been waiting for them to fix. They fixed the line, get him a good quarterback coach, because they kept the same offensive coordinator for some reason. So I'm hoping, well, maybe they can fix like getting him a better quarterback coach. The one they've had apparently is the one he's had since his rookie year. He's regressed since his rookie year. Something I think has to change. Hopefully Nico Collins is fine. He got injured at the end of the year. We're supposed to be getting back Tank Dell. We'll see how it goes. This card is a really cool card that I didn't know I wanted this card until I saw it, because I didn't realize that Leaf had a line of celebrity cards, which is really cool. Like, obviously sports, you know about all the sports athletes and everything, but then they're doing pop culture. And so this one is from Barbara Eden from I Dream of Jeannie. I grew up watching this show, like reruns. Me and my little sister watched this all the time. So getting this Miss Barbara Eden's really cool. It brings back really fond memories of my childhood, is what it does. This one is very taped up. So yeah, I mentioned that I got my shoes in. I also got a bunch of figures in. A couple more Ranma figures. Pikachu. Captain Pikachu. I wanted to get one of these for a while. This one's kind of cool because he has like little clamps, so he can actually ride on your shoulders. That was pretty cool. I got one for myself and one for my nephew. Which is funny because my nephew doesn't like Pikachu. He says Pikachu is annoying because he's always in everything. But that was Ash's Pikachu. Ash is no longer on the journey anymore, or at least not in the main journey. But the new one, like Captain Pikachu, he likes. He's like, all right. I guess I don't see why why that makes a difference, but cool. Kids these days, man. This one was super taped up and super everything. This is another slab for me. I don't have very many slabs because one, I don't like slabs, but I mean if I can get one for a decent price, I'll get one, especially if it's someone I like, and I do like Alexa Bliss. Beckett graded and slabbed, authentic autograph. It's a specialty card. It's not like one of the regular wrestling cards. This is one that somebody made, or somebody else made, but got it signed by her. So that's really cool. So it was cheaper than it would be for like a regular card, like an official card. But it's an official autograph. Well, not official, authentic autograph. So we'll take that. I am perfectly happy with that. Alright, so we got Alexa, we got Barbara Eden, we got CJ Stroud, we got Shaquille O'Neal, Jim Everett, bunch of Astros. Toru Yano, New Japan represents. Alright, so now we got the AEW Metal Universe to go. So, last time we opened these, we had two of them, and we actually pulled an autograph out of one. So, who knows? Maybe we can get one or two autographs again. Last time, out of the blasters, we actually got one of Statlander, Chris Statlander, who's the current women's champion in AEW. So that was actually a pretty good autograph. The autograph we got out of the hobby box was Big Bill, also known as Big Cass. That one was not so great. So we'll see if we can improve on that. I guess we'll go one at a time. I was just going to open them all up at once, but we'll go one at a time. Not in a super hurry. First up, we have Kyle Fletcher. We got the natural Dustin Rhodes. Got Swerve Strickland Energize. Blast Furnace Chris Jericho. I think we got him out of the hobby box last time too. Brian Keith. Dutch. People yapping in Discord. I was like, I got pinged on something. I was like, where am I getting pinged from? Don't know. Don't know what people are talking about. Dax Harwood. Shelton Benjamin. Trios. Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, and MVP. Gold of John Silver. Katsuyori Shibata. We got his autograph earlier, a couple days ago. And Sky Blue. Sky Blue's been blowing up a little bit on the internet for the last event. Popular for obvious reasons. Serpentico. Yeah, we got Soraya. She's going to be in Houston next week for a convention. I might try to go see her. Chopped. Jamie Hayter. Prospects. Audrey Strong. Thunder Rosa. Vincent. Adam Cole. Julia Hart. We got Dr. Britt Baker. Smooth Kenny Omega. Butcher. East Mortos. So each of these blasters is supposed to have some kind of hit, supposedly. It's like you're supposed to get an autograph or a relic, if I remember right. Might be wrong. Dante Martin. Hologram. Energize. Orange Cassidy. Purple Refractor. Numbered of Timeless Tony Storm. IMA. Toa Leona. I think that numbered Tony is our hit. Which is fine, I'll take that. Tony is obviously pretty popular. Box number 2. Hoping these might be a little more juiced than usual because I actually got these from the Upper Deck site. You can actually still order these from the Upper Deck site. They don't have hobby boxes, but they have blasters. It's, to me, kind of odd, but I mean, that's fine. I think for these, the blasters are actually okay, especially compared to what I got from the hobby box. I'm like, it wasn't that much better. We got Powerhouse Hobbs, or Royce Keys, or whatever you want to call him now. Billy Gunn. Trios. Realistico, Rush, and the Beast Mortos. Got Blast Furnace of Mariah May. I think this one actually goes for decent. Samoa Joe. James Drake. Kyle O'Reilly. Orange Cassidy. Energize, Jay Lethal. Truth Magnum. Nyla Rose. Matt Taven. Finally bought some more one touches. Need to buy another bigger case. Mark Briscoe. Got Wardlow. Chopped Dax Harwood. Century EX. Wheeler Yuta. You got Big Bill. That's my hit. Up with Tony Nese. Nick Wayne. Trios. Matt Menard, Nigel McGuinness, and Tony Schiavone. I guess the announcers get a Trios card. Alright, cool. We got Mason Madden prospects. Neil. Claudio Castagnoli. Started off with Swerve Strickland. Got Evil Uno. Ring Heroes of Claudio. Fractor Numbered of Rush. Zach Gibson. Rena Shafir. Alright, 2 down, no autos. But clearly that means we're getting 2 autos here, right? 1 in each of these last 2. Surely that's what's happening there. Off with Powerhouse Hobbs. Oh god, this is starting off like the other one. Billy Gunn. Energized Serena Deeb. Prospects of Harley Cameron. Trent Beretta. Samoa Joe. Okay, it started off the same but then ended differently, so it's not completely the same. I need to check to see if I have a set of these yet. I might have a set by now. Got Kyle O'Reilly. Orange Cassidy. Trios with Coke, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler. Nosuke Takeshita. James Drake. Isla Rose. With Mark Briscoe, followed by Wardlow. Chopped with Roderick Strong. Get an EX Century of Mark Quinn. Got Matt Taven. Tony Nese. Wayne. Hangman Adam Page. Smooth MJF. Big Bill. And Camille. Forrest Strickland. Evil Uno. Energized of Dax Harwood. And we did get an autograph. Here we have Commander. Claudio. Zach Gibson. Alright. So 3 blasters, 1 auto, 1 left. Can we get another auto? If I get another auto, that's going to be crazy, because that means I'm still at a 50% clip with the blasters. Like, if that's the case, I don't mind that, because blasters 50% and get an auto, these are like 20 to 30 bucks. The hobbies are practically guaranteed an autograph, but only 1, and those are like 100, which isn't bad, but if I can get 50% 50% chance on a blaster. That's way better. We start off with Anna J. We got Hangman Adam Page. Energize, Darius Martin. Hot Shot Prospect, Katsuyori Shibata. The newcomer. We got Juice Robinson. Action Andretti. Shibata, the rookie. Anthony Bowens. Statlander. Got the trios. Colton Gunn, Austin Gunn, and Juice Robinson. Gold. A pack. Bishop Pawn. Rush. I find it funny how many autographs I've gotten out of the AEW stuff. Like, the dealer that I talked with before told me about that too. He's like, he gets a lot more autographs from AEW stuff. I can see why he says that. Got John Moxley. Chopped Eddie Kingston. Got an EX Century of Jack Perry. Got Riho and Mercedes Moné. Serena Deeb. Roderick Strong. Ring Heroes, Swerve Strickland. Smooth, Christian Cage. Followed by guess who? Christian Cage. And Isaiah Cassidy. Alright, last pack. Do you have any last pack magic here? Can we get an autograph here? Kit. Up yet. Once they count that Jack Perry. Here. Okay. Start off with Rocky Romero. Got Darius Martin. Got Mother Wayne. Energize. Thunder Rosa. Got Hook. Final card. It's a numbered Nick Jackson. So we don't have 50%, we have 25%. Not terrible. Considering a bunch of the other blasters that we open, we don't get much, so that's not too bad. So we got Nick Jackson numbered. We have Rush numbered. We have Timeless Tony Storm numbered. So we got 3 numbered cards and 1 autograph. Those are hits from our 4 blasters, and then we got, I think this Blast Furnace Mariah may have seen go for about $5. Not bad. EX Century, I'm not sure. I think they kind of vary. Records, they're just not numbered. So I'll have to see how they go. I mean, Jack Perry's pretty big, so his might go for something. Quinn and Yuta, I don't know. That was still fun. I'd still say that was still worth it for me, at least, just because we got the autograph. 25% is probably where I'm at. in terms of autograph rate, or maybe a little higher, maybe 33%. I think chances are 3 to 4 blasters, you should be able to get at least one autograph, I think. That's been about what I've been doing. So if I count what we've done in the past, we had two more earlier, so that would be 2 autographs out of 6, so maybe 1 in 3. Not too shabby. Definitely better rates than the tops. Tops blasters. I think I've only pulled 1 autograph, and it was that one in baseball. Baseball, man, pulling autographs in baseball is rough because it's hard to get one. And there's so many baseball players that the chances of getting a good one is hard. Yep, one touches up here. Some from yesterday that I need to put in 1 touches, I think. Or I think I actually did put them already. The Stan Musial still cracks me up that I pulled that. Comps that I've been seeing for it are around, I think, $10 to $25. Probably priced it at around 25 just because, I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. A fun fact about him is him and Ken Griffey Jr. have the same birthday in the same town. Like, apparently they were born in the same city. I don't know the name of the city off the top of my head, but I saw that on a trivia. Because they're like, you would think Ken Griffey Jr. would be the greatest hitter from the city he was born in. And it's like, no, because apparently Stan Musial was also born in the same city. As great as Griffey was, his overall hitting stats are still lower. He was a great home run hitter, though. He had more home runs. Literally every other stat, Musial beats him. That's kind of funny. 5. How many of these do we have? Some of these are already in 1 touches, so that's fine. So 1, 2, 6. Need at least 6 for the Astros. Doesn't need 1 yet. He can stay in his top loader. Maybe one day if I can get that autograph by him. Okay, 7. 8. That's 2 already. Then a slab. 9. So I need, I think, 4 more. 5. No, 5 more because we have Commander right there too. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get 5 more. I will say, Commander, I'm not too familiar with him. I have heard of him. But looking at these other cards that we got hits from, man, if I could have got Tony Storms, that would have been sick. Tony Storm would definitely have been a big card. I am curious to see what these are worth. They're only numbered up to 199 though, so I don't know if they're too much. Let me see. I remember that card. Was an error. Timeless Tony Storm. Copper goes for $4. Autographs aren't even listed on here. None of these are. So I gotta look it up on eBay now. I see 1822 that people are asking, but how much did she sell for? 10. So regular, I was about to say. The only sell I see is for $10, but then everybody else is listing for about 20. So I'm gonna say 15. 15, I think, is about a good point for her. But those will probably go in top loaders. These cards can go off to the side because I don't think any of these are really worth a whole lot. Need to get more boxes to put those in. This is a glossy card. Glossy cards tend to have problems. Let's see. That card. I was surprised to see that she had a card. No. Jim Everett. Earlier today, I saw another Murder Grandpa card from this set, the one that I got the Toru Yano. There's one of him in there also. Because earlier I got him from an earlier set, a different set. So earlier today, I found the one of Suzuki from this specific set. It was pretty cheap actually compared to the other one. The other one I think I paid 40 for. This one for this set I paid 20. So it's a shame that I didn't see this card. Well, it was the only one that was out there. And when I bought the $40 card, nobody had any other cards of him besides like more expensive ones. Like 40 was actually cheap compared to the other cards that he had out there. So I was like, all right, fine. Now that I got the $20 one too, I'm like, ah. But it's fine. I am a fan of his. So having two of his autograph is not a big deal. Tanahashi though, I still haven't decided if I want to buy that Leaf card of him because that's technically an official card for him. But they want $50, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready to go $50 on it. I think honestly, right now the only thing I'm waiting on is a good Griffey autograph that I like for a good price. Like I want to find one that I'm happy with for 150. Like all the ones that I seem to like are like 200, and I'm like, I'd really kind of rather get it for 150 if I could. And that's been kind of the sticking point, and it's been kind of hard to find that. There's a few that I think are nice that I could get for 150, but since they're not exactly what I like, I think I'm waiting. Like I think eventually I'll find it. I've seen a lot of decent ones going for under 200. So I think I can eventually find one that I like. I just have to find the right auction or the right ad. Because even with like Verlander, I found a couple decent ones that I liked for around the price that I wanted, which was under 100. You just have to get lucky and find the right ad. Like I have alerts set to let me know when new auctions or ads come out, so I can take a look and see if that's like the one that I want. Like I'm pretty picky about it, especially for Griffey, because he's going to be more expensive than Verlander. Verlander, it's tough because he only did autographs early in his career, so they're all going to be like Tigers only. Most of them with upper deck. So I mean, for that one, there's only so much you can do. For Griffey, though, it's a combination of it's either him with Seattle or him with Cincinnati. And him with Seattle is in two phases. He was part of like the initial run of autograph cards that Upper Deck did, but I don't think he was doing them with other companies. I think he was just doing it with Upper Deck. Now the other one that you see on there, he did with Cincinnati. This card's scaring me because he's not fitting flush. He's not fitting all the way in. He's like a little bit tall for some reason. Commander, if he's worth anything. I don't know if I'm going to go for the full set of these signature. Like some of these are really cheap, but I don't know if I'm going to go for all of them. I am looking at a Brett Favre and Dan Marino. And then there's a bunch of cheaper ones, and then there's a bunch of medium expensive ones. Like there's a Warren Moon, but I've been holding off on getting that because it's him with the Vikings. I really hate seeing him not in an Oilers uniform. Like I know he's played for a few teams after the Oilers, but I don't feel like buying a card of him in somebody that's not the Oilers. All right, Jen. I think what I'm gonna have to do if he doesn't fit in this, because I don't want to crimp it stuck in one of these. I'm probably just gonna leave him in a top loader. Weird that he's just like slightly tall. Like old Bowman cards were like that, but like I didn't think they would do that with the new ones. It's slightly too big. I don't want to damage it, but trying to put it in a edit case. Just throw them back in the top loader. Even see if he fits in a top loader. He might be too tall for one. Well, then again, if he fits the penny sleeve, he should fit in this. It's just weird that he's like slightly too tall for the one touch. It's really strange. I have an extra one of these. Put Tony in there. No, Tony, that's not that expensive. I need to learn to not put everything in a one touch. I put a lot of stuff in one touches that probably shouldn't be in one. I can't help it. Somebody I know definitely belongs in one of these because she's a pretty hot name. I found a bunch of my top loaders too. I was missing a big package of top loaders because I bought 200 of them, but I couldn't find them. I just found them the other day, so finally I can start putting some stuff in those. Some of these others I'll probably put in sleeves, but not right now. I need to look up some of these anyway. We'll look them up later, along with Commander. I'm gonna find out how much he's worth. I don't know what's coming in tomorrow. Now it's just mostly individual cards. We have some of our tops now finally coming, which is kind of exciting. So from what my understanding is, top one card, top now card, you'll get them in like an envelope where it's kind of like Gacha too. You don't know if you're getting just the base card, or you might get a refractor, or even an autograph. That's apparently a thing. I thought you just buy the card because I like their moments and stuff. I didn't realize that when you buy it, you have a shot at it being an autograph. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Do I think that's gonna happen? No, that's gonna be tough. I think it's like they're one of ones too, so it's like, oh, well, yeah. Good luck with that. It would be cool though. So I got news back about my Leaf card from the other day. This one. So this slab card. They said, judging by the picture, they believe it's the case, not the card. So they're not going to do anything. They said they don't replace the case. They don't recase it. They don't do anything with the case. If it's damaged, oh well, is how they put it. And I'm like, wow, all right. So y'all are just going to assume it's the case and not the card. So if I ever do anything with this, that's what I have to go with. I guess I got to hold that email and be like, look, if I ever have to sell this card, like if he ever hits it big and I'm selling it, I'm going to show them this picture and then I got to paste the email from them saying they believe that is not the card that has damage, it's a slab. And you're going to have to re-slab it because we're not going to do it. I'm like, y'all fucking suck, man. That's wild to me to hear that, but I was like, alright, I guess. Like, part of the problem is probably that it's a one of one, which I get. You can't replace a one of one. And if they recase it or whatever, is it really a one of one anymore? But what can you do? I don't even remember how much I paid for that. That was a blaster also, so I don't even think it was super expensive. It was super annoying. But alright. I think that's going to be it for tonight. It's really a short night. Just had a bunch of mail cards and some blasters to open. Probably going to be winding down these kind of streams because there's not a whole lot to do if I'm not opening a bunch of stuff, right? We'll probably go back to Dokkan and some other games if I do stream. We're ramping up the Showdown though, so that's the other thing that's taking up a bunch of my time. We have tournaments every Wednesday at Post Oak Ice House off Richmond, so y'all can always check that out, or our streams at txshowdown.com, or TX Showdown Live Twitch channel. txshowdown.com is our website. It's a long day. We have Start GG for our event. We have 26 tournaments going on. We have community games also going on. There's like 30 plus tournaments going on over there. We're gonna have Red Bull sponsored events. We're gonna have a bunch of free tournaments for spectators and competitors. It's first come, first serve. Those are free to enter as long as you have a pass. We'll have prizes to give away for that. We have a cosplay contest. Vampy Bit Me, famous cosplayer, is coming. He's going to be a judge. We're going to have karaoke. We're going to have an arcade room. We're going to have free play areas. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. It's going to be fun. So come check that out next month, in the end of March. It's going to be it. I don't know if I know anybody streaming. Do I know anybody streaming? Sammy is streaming. Okay, we're rating Sammy because she's rarely ever streaming. Funny. He's playing Assassin's Creed. He has a warning on her stream. That's hilarious. But anyway, that's gonna be it. I'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a good night.